Hello everyone and welcome to the Refresh Step where you recover yourself for the main step. I'm your host for today, tomorrow and the foreseeable future, Theodore. And I'm with the hottest batter in the UK, winner of the first Battle Spirits Saga Europe Grand Open, and admin of the Battle Spirits English Wiki, Ayumu Seiki.
That's a fucking long title.
Yeah. I would like you did this to yourself basically. Yeah.
I can't argue back.
Now that you mentioned that. Well, I mean, so yeah. So this is your first time going to European... Is it your first time going to European country that is not UK actually?
No.
No.
No, unfortunately, you didn't take my virginity.
Oh no. Oh no.
I actually went to Madrid in Spain, and then for like a week, and then also Venice in Italy for a week as well. But like, so yeah, it's not my first time in Central Europe.
But it's your first time in Germany.
Yeah, we're gonna start with that joke.
Oh well. So yeah, I mean like well, this is my like first European country. My second one is actually Netherlands. So I mean, but I've only been like in the edge of Netherlands, right? So it feels like
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. It doesn't really feel that different, except the people are happier. But like, how do you find UK and Germany different? Like at least for the places you went to, because I think you went to Düsseldorf, you went to this nice city of Duisburg, you went to Cologne, you have been to Oberhausen. We have passed by Mainz, Mannheim, Frankfurt, and we went to Karlsruhe, of course, for the Grand Open.
Just a disclaimer, most of the like 9 out of 10 places he claimed is basically just like a few seconds pass by with the train.
But we do stay for like 5 minutes. That's the Deutsche Bahn.
You go home for like 5 minutes, just like looking up to the cathedral.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like, that's about it.
Yeah. Next time we'll enter the cathedral. Too bad we don't have too much time this time, because so basically when we go to Karlsruhe, there's this someone who entered the rails unlawfully. So basically they do that between like Duisburg and the Düsseldorf airport, which is like where all the trains to Düsseldorf will go through. So it's like, yeah, it's not working. Everything just breaks down. Thankfully, our long range train to Karlsruhe is also delayed, so we were able to catch that on time. But it's almost like 1 minute away basically from us canceling our whole trip to Karlsruhe. Damn, that was pretty unnerving.
No, I've said this to a lot of people. If there's one thing I won't forget for my first trip in Germany,
it's the train
delays. Like even the UK didn't get that horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Like at the very most, they would just say like, "Oh, you're trained." Actually, they rarely really do delays. Like when they say delay, probably like 5 minutes or so. After that, they'll probably just cancel the whole thing actually, and just tell you, "Oh, just take the next one in the next hour." Which like I suppose if you got used to it, it's like, I mean, then like it's very easy to just like again. So like you know, it's I got used to it.
I think it's because the German railways is like, they always like have the biggest copium on earth. Like, okay, we have delayed this for like 90 minutes now, but it will work. Don't worry. We assure you that the train will come. And then 90 minutes in, we are very sorry, but the train has been cancelled. And yeah, the most fun part is the most fun part is we got to the port, but like the final leg of the journey between Mannheim and Karlsruhe, it was cancelled. So yeah, that's also the fun part. I mean, like they said they are going to refund us. I don't know when, if they will even refund us at all.
For it already?
Yes.
Good.
At the very least.
And then they will probably do that. Actually, like, I think in the UK, like my friends told me that like actually, if it ever even has slight delay, you can like apply for a refund. Like just give a stupid reason like I was late for work, something like that, and they'll most likely give you a refund. So I heard that like most people actually like took the change fee. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm being a lawfully good citizen. I never really attend that. I'm too lazy to do that anyway.
Yeah. Well, to be fair. Well, yeah. So this time, so we both joined the Battle Spirit Saga Grand Open. Only we are on a different seats.
Positions.
Yeah, different positions. There are 128 players, and Ayumu, as we have all known by now, he became the first player. So that's why we are not having the Fox mask anymore, because yeah, anyway,
I mean,
his face is everywhere now.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Like, I got interviewed in some ways by BSS Central, another YouTube channel.
Yeah.
On the spot. I mean, and I think he filmed my face. I didn't really see what he got at the end. And then I'm gonna get interviewed by Cosmic next, which like he'll probably try to ask me to turn on the camera as well, but. I don't know, we'll see, but like obviously we did get like an official photograph like from like the staff members, so like they'll probably publish that online somewhere later on as well, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother.
I know, right? And yeah, I went like how to say, like, yeah, I saw like when you got interviewed by the BSS Central, and then after that he interviewed like I think several other players.
Yeah.
And yeah, I see like his dedication to holding the camera all the time. It's like, wow.
You gotta learn something.
Yeah.
You gotta learn something.
Yeah. I thought you guys say I thought I graduated from that the moment I bought like this one tripod, the one tripod that we have used now to kind of replicate the setup of our usual studio when we are online. So this is like the first time we are able to meet in person.
This is actually our first time meeting
each other.
And I'm literally sitting in his house right now when anytime he could just stab a knife at me. And literally no one would know. It actually amazes me how like in some places like kind of stabbing and then like just like attacking, stealing in general, it's like so common that like people are just like used to it. Like I went back to like the town, my high school, and then I was visiting my friend's house, and then like also for the first time actually, and then we were just like walking outside the street, and then there was just like literal blood stain on the ground. I was like, what the heck is that? And then my friend just like actually said, oh, probably someone got stabbed again. How can you be so casual about that? Oh my god. So you're living in this place, maybe be a little bit more scared. but I suppose like when you see it so much, and then, like there's still nothing to happen to you, then like, you just kind of like got used to it. I suppose since like a lot of times like, I mean, you never know, but then again like you really only get that kind of stuff when you actually specifically targeted, things like that. But like I don't know. I don't know. Let's not get into that.
But anyway, I think this is after the launch event. Is this your first major like card games event in general?
It is. My first, like, despite playing card games for so long, not just Battle Spirits. I think this is my second official event that I've joined. Like the first one was the pre-launch in March, and so this is my second one. I mean, technically, when I was still playing the Japanese version, I did like join like 2 other official events. But one of them was during the Ultimate era. But like, I can't remember like how kind of like important that event was. I just remember it's like a gunslinger, but like that's about it. It's like it's not like care about the rest because they got butchered by people with money. Basically, I was like, I attack with God Wolf Tempest, and then the next turn, what was called Truth Eden, summon effect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swords, and I just looked at it. How is your deck even functional? And somehow I got finished by that. So what can I say? And the second time was actually in I remember that very clearly, but it was 2019.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one. During July, the anime convention in Hong Kong. It's another Gunslinger event.
Yeah.
But then oh my god, I was literally one turn off from finishing off this Ra play. I remember so clearly because it was literally one day before the Ra brand this was up. I think was applied. We know it's going to get banned, or limited. But then it's the Gunslinger was one day before the new ban is going to be applied, and so everyone just blaming Ra or something like that. Just finish everyone turn 2 or something like that. And I got my shitty version of Aphrodite deck. That time Moonwalk wasn't even out yet.
It's live.
It's live.
Yeah.
It's live. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say they're right or wrong.
But yeah, so anyway, is that we have wait, I am the judge, but I already forgot. I think we have 7 rounds of Swiss.
Yeah, 7 rounds.
7 rounds of Swiss.
We were actually 1 player off from 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness we didn't have to do that. It's when we were setting up, all the judges were okay, so now we have exactly 128 players, thankfully, so pretty close to the North America one as well. Thanks to you all players in the Europe. Hopefully, if you have not been able to join us this time, the next one is in London, and the next one is in London, and then the next one is in it's in Den Haag, Netherlands. So yeah, please join us next time.
Yeah. But I think before the Netherlands one, there's one in Ohio, right?
Yeah, I mean in Europe.
Well,
yeah. I was we have Cosmic to handle the US. We need to represent the Europe. Oh well, kind of thing.
To look at the American mathematician team, they're all Chinese.
Oh well. Yeah, it's even surprising. Of course, the Indonesian guy is also Chinese. I mean, my photo is already everywhere anyway. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we have 7 rounds on first day for the Swiss, and on the second day, since we have 128 players by the tournament rules manual, we have the top 8, which Ayumu successfully gotten. So yeah. For the first day, how was it for you? Is there any match that you particularly find memorable for you?
For sure. The pattern was so wrong. I got the first 3 rounds. They were all facing yellow decks. The first round I was facing yellow aggro. It's not specifically cost to rush, and it's not specifically Fable Beast, but they have both in there. And so they could choose I have enough cost to I can go aggro now, or I'm just gonna gain some life for some lesser effects like that. And thankfully, that guy I think he didn't really build his deck well, because literally break for both the games in some sense. I mean, obviously one reason is because our Burning Force is
Cathedral.
Phantom Paradise.
Yeah.
Literally every time he plays it out, the next turn Burning Force it. And then he never got his draws, and then he had to put 6 cost to summon Pegasaurus, and then that was his only spirit that attack. Deadly balance. I feel bad for him.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, and then the second game was the second yellow deck, and it was actually a luster deck. I'm not gonna say I underestimate any deck, but you gotta admit the luster deck isn't the best one right now, especially with all those aggro going on. But somehow, I suppose because it goes on in a cycle, we got a lot of aggro decks.
Yeah.
So the mid-range deck try to snipe the aggro decks, and you got the control decks behind trying to snipe the mid-range decks.
Yes.
And you got the aggro decks eating up the control decks.
Yes.
And I think that lost the deck was specifically ones that trying to eat up the mid-range ones. And my deck is a mid-range deck.
Yeah.
and particularly as well because with purple, currently a lot of the core shoot effects. You can only target source to spirits. So this guy knew purple very well, and he managed to limit my resources by not attacking at all until he got the Angel Shin, which could refresh on attack after you use a magic card, and then somehow he got 2 Shins, both at level 3, which is 6,000 BP. I can't even block it out. and then of course he got like Glimmer of Hope in hand. Like, attack, Glimmer of Hope, 7,000, refresh. The other one, attack, Glimmer of Hope, 8,000, refresh. Guess I'll die. Like, the only necessary that I got somehow is the purple smoke fatty, which you can only draw if you manage to remove the cost from it, but I couldn't. So just sit there with my Mordred and Cauldron in hand, and I was like, that was the only round I lost.
Okay.
Like for this whole tournament, yeah. And then the third round, and I got so scared because if you get in the top 8, you can only lose once. Yeah, so like, and I still got 5 matches to go. It's like, win all this. and then like the third match, it's the third round. I was facing this guy. He went second, and then like on his first turn, he was like, I'm gonna place down the mothership, and I was thinking to myself, a mecha deck. This is easy. And I got a Burning Force in hand. But like if you face white, then you know that it doesn't really matter how many costs they have, because literally the only magic cards they're going to pay the cost for
is oppression
or
a shield.
Yeah, exactly. And they can use 2 costs for that. But a mothership ain't gonna add a lot of difference to that. So I was like, I got my Burning Force and I was like, I don't have to use that now. And then like the next time he summoned Hippocampus, it's like, I was like, oh no, it's a yellow-white mix.
Okay.
It's not yellow deck I'm facing today.
Yeah, boy. Yellow represent.
Yeah, and like my regret on not using Burning Force immediately came because and then the next few turns he managed to keep using what is called Exhaust Nexus.
Yeah, Exhaust Nexus.
Yeah, because like he has the course to refresh, and it's very funny too because it was me reminding him to refresh his course. I mean, I admit I was kind of at fault too because I was like, okay, summon this one, right? Attack. Oh wait, so you got your mothership effect, and then it was like, yes.
Yeah. But I guess it's a mandatory effect, right?
It is a mandatory.
Yeah. I mean, like,
so I don't like to just like being sneaky. And, like,
I mean, you can't do that either. If we catch you, then we will warn both of you.
Yeah, and I just have that mindset that like I've trained.
Yeah.
To expect my opponent to be playing properly, and I can still win.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd rather be, an actual decent guy. And just remind them the mandatory effect.
Yeah.
At the very least, if you're optional, I'm sorry, I'm not kind enough.
Yeah.
That's it.
I would just assume that you actually don't want to use that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but it's mandatory. I will remind you about that because I mean I expect that effect to activate anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, fortunately, he break. Well, in the first round, it didn't break, but because it's like yellow. I mean, yellow doesn't really have a lot of draws anyway, and that is also a white mix for him.
Yeah.
And so like he was playing really slowly, and like I could just like basically attack all I want. So like I won the first game, and then the second game, he looked at his hand. It's like I'll go second, and I look at my hand. I'll try to keep. I draw my next card. I put down my hand, and then. And then it's his turn. He summoned the Dragon Rider.
Flapham. Yeah, Twilight Dragon Rider Flapham.
With one call, and then just like try to take one life first. And I'm grateful it did that, because next time there's someone else Spider Demon and took his call. Yay! Yay! That's literally the only good use for Earth Spider Demon. If you don't see it on your starting hand, it'll be useless for the rest of the game. So there's that, and then like at the end of game 2, at the end, he summoned an Enterprise by paying 8 cost.
Oh my god.
And he still died because I cursed.
Okay.
And then after we were done, he showed me his hand. 2 more Enterprise in his hand, 1 Mothership, and then a Norman Guard. And then asked me, how can I play this? And I'm like, you don't. Yeah, and then after that, I'm just like praying to whoever was listening.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't want to face yellow again. And so my 4th game was a Pterosaur deck, and that was easy because aggro decks are just easy to deal with when you're playing with permanent
mid-range,
control, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have core removal, it's easy.
Yeah.
If you have Elego, it's easy. I thankfully I had enough practice in that, because like it's a very interesting thing, because like by the end of the tournament, I faced around 6 aggro decks.
Yep.
And aggro decks were one of the most troubling decks I've faced. But it's like, thankfully I had the experience, because I lost to that in the shop tournament. I mean, if I had to thank that local player who actually didn't know how to make a deck, so he just built red aggro from the demo decks. So he's like, his deck was literally all the red spirits with full reduction. And like there was this one time where like, he's not gonna summon 5 spirits attack. Summon 5 spirits.
What is his name again? Lightning Arrow Shura? Or something like the one from Dun. Like, yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah, the one character from Dun that we hit, in which he just just go second and then summon 5 spirit attack.
Oh yeah, possible that. Yes. So it was something like that. And I realized the deck wasn't good enough against aggro. So it's like it's a very interesting mindset, but I can talk about it later. Or look forward to Cosmic Studio. It's promotion.
Or actually, speaking of promotion, like, do you know that Ayumu actually has his personal YouTube channel? Yay! But yeah, let's put it in the description below. I mean, like, I do have my personal channel, but it's like it's not working yet.
I mean, don't worry. I'll be asking money from you when you get your monetization.
Yes, of course. I mean, like the moment we got our monetization, it's going to be like a proper company. We are going to wear suits when we do our next recording.
In the meantime, I'm gonna keep your dual ego in the hostage.
No, not my dual ego. You can keep my can you keep my Blast Cathedral? Probably. I mean, like, as we speak, probably tonight we are going to do some kind of stream. So I mean, like, at the time you see this podcast, it's probably going to be up somewhere. So if you want to watch us crack the judge packs, which is behind Ayumu right now. Oh no, it's not behind Ayumu. It's right here. Yeah, bro. No, I'm just forgetful. But yeah, anyway, it's only 10 packs. But let's hope that we can get the Blast Cathedral. Then I can give this Blast Cathedral to Ayumu as a hostage.
But like thankfully, because of that one game, I changed my deck to try to control out the aggros, and obviously it worked out. Or not, I won't be sitting here. But like, it was very funny because like I was, please don't face yellow again, and it was red aggro. Like, thank God,
You are real.
And then the 5th round, red aggro. The 6th round, red aggro. And it's like,
if I read
coming. And then the 7th round, white aggro. It's like, and that game was also hilarious in some ways, because like I mean the first, I mean it was I got a narrow win in that round actually, because like the 2 games that I won, I finished him while I was at 1 life, and he could have had his turn down at any time. Yeah. So yes, I'm very thankful I was picking up. But like the game itself for me was like, I won the first game, lost the second one, and won the third one. And lost the second one was because he went first. He summoned Curiosity, and then my turn, I summoned Agrafel level 2. I mean that's usually the strategy. Like you just summon one and stand there. Usually, if it's high enough BP, that would stop most of the spirits, because they will be too low BP, and like being white aggro, you don't really want to risk losing even 1 spirit, because like that can change the momentum a lot. Yeah. So like usually that would be fine until his turn comes again. He summoned the cost 1 mecha. He summoned the cost 2 mecha. He summoned Valkyrie Mist. Balanced my Agrafel to hand. He attacks through all 4 of them. I was ready to take the 4th life, and then he went, wait, flash, regain. And I look at my hand. It's game. and he even told me he topped that one of the mecha cards. Cause like the core, I mean his core usage was like basically just enough. Yeah. Cause like I mean it was his second time, so like 5 cores.
Yeah.
He has 4 spirits, and then literally 1 core left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's like. Actually, no. He didn't even have 1 core left, because that was 1 cost for Valkyrie Mist. But I mean, either way, he had spare cost, and like it was literally just enough for him to end the game. My only defense card in hand was Deadly Balance, and I couldn't use it because if he didn't bounce my Agrafel, I would have enough cost, because like 3 minus 1 to like 2 costs for the reduction. But I mean, he bounced it. So that, and like with how Deadly Balance work. After you attack with 1 spirit, then even if you use it, it's not going to be useful at that moment, because like you can just destroy the one he already attacked. Yeah. So I mean that's what I did. But if he has regained in hand, that's nothing I can do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like thankfully the 3rd round, I mean the 3rd game, I managed to tank him out. As usual, like imagine tanking in purple. Yeah. I thought this was your job, white. Tanking against a white deck as well. What?
I know, right?
And when I started Saga, I never thought white aggro would be a thing, but apparently it is. Yeah, and then like went into the top cuts. Thankfully, first game was rat aggro again.
Oh.
Easy win.
Yep.
Easy win. Sorry, Andrea.
Yeah, it's just the compatibility of the deck is not good. It's not that you are bad.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, honest words, you managed to end the top 8.
Yeah,
it means you have the capabilities. So
yeah,
I'm in no way saying anyone is weak.
Yeah,
but like I mean, it is like sometimes it is just about the decks, especially when it's the first set. Like they all like to describe. It's just rock paper scissors. I mean, assuming all the players are playing the decks at their like best capability, like you could still obviously see the hierarchy, like kind of between each deck. Yeah. So but yeah, for the first top cut, red aggro, and then like there was also 3 other games, and so if I remember, the other ones that got kicked out, was. The Nemesis deck, and then Fable Beast deck, actually, like the only yellow deck that got into the top cuts. It got kicked out by Purple Control. Yeah, and then the 4th deck that got kicked out, thankfully, was a White Control.
Yep.
I know how to face white control, but I don't like to face white control.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best part was that like the deck that kicked it out was another rat aggro. So if it made it to the top, then like it would be an easy win for me. Spoilers, it made it to the top. Yeah, and then he's like a very nice lore. From myself, I guess.
Yeah.
Because like with the top 4 game, I faced the other white control player, his name is Abdul.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Abdul. Yeah.
Abdul, yeah, and like he was actually the person who prevented me from entering top 8 in the pre-launch event. And like he was using the same white control deck. Obviously he made changes to it, but like it's like the same kind. And like coincidentally, I'm also using the same purple deck. And like it was very funny because in the pre-launch, it was the second last round with him. Because I remember this very clearly because it was literally the deciding point of me like kind of like determining my spot in that tournament. Because like at that time everyone was still thought that Backless plus Curse Dragon was like the best combo. And then I mean, to be fair, it kind of was. Like Fuller was quite easy to remove if you obviously if you can like manage the right timing. Especially since like right now a lot for like the white control decks, a lot of them are like have purple armor, so like it will be something like Pegasiron and then
something else.
And then you just got Fuller there, which doesn't have any destruction protection. So if you use Deadly Balance, they force to destroy Fuller.
Oh, so you mean the armor, right?
Yeah.
Then
armor purple,
armor red. Armor I was like destroy. I mean, like when I heard destroy, I just it's a red card, right? Either Volcanic Break or Burning Force, and then Deadly Balance is a purple card.
Yeah, we can talk about old habits later. I'm sure I did a lot of things that the other players were so confused just because it's like it's an old habit from like the Japanese game. But because like at that time only Fuller was the one that's preventing the whole combo. So if you can time it right to destroy Fuller, then like the rest is pretty easy to deal with as long as you can get the combo to hand. But in in the first game of that round, he got it like he got his Derm Diner and sniped my last life. That was also my first time facing Derm Diner. And then so like I realized, oh shoot, if I'm facing a white deck, my life can't be at 1. Because if I'm at 1, then they can just Derm Diner and done. Literally done. So that's that. And then after the game, he even told me that was his only copy of Derm Diner in the deck, and he got it. What are the chances?
What are the chances?
What are the chances from the right deck as well? If you're red, I can understand, but like you're white with no draws, how? And then the second game, like I just fried my brain out. Literally, like during the process, I could still remember. I asked him, sorry, who won the last game? And then he told me, me. Are you Derm Diner on you? Yes. And then also at that moment, I was thinking to myself, who the fuck told me not to use Maduka? I'm not trusting those people anymore because I need my Maduka right now. I actually got 2 copies from the booster boxes, and I chose not to put it in. I was like, oh my god.
If
only I actually had it. So like yes, and that's how I lost my second game and then the round in general. And like that was also the reason, like if you see my list now, it's like curse focus. Because I realized Murduke is more useful than Curse Dragon. like I thought of though, you literally raise your own nemesis.
Yes. not the extra nemesis, but this SPR nemesis.
Like you raise a snake who bites you back.
Yes.
A very fitting metaphor actually. But yeah, the top 4 game, a faithful battle because it was against Abdo with his white control. And like he also understood immediately when he saw my list. He knew I literally shaped the list especially for white. He told me before the game, like I'm just paraphrasing it, like whatever, if was it something Ashley said? I can't remember. I'm very bad at memory, but like it was something along the line of him also saying, like, oh shit, I'm facing an anti-white deck. It was a very intense game. It's like it was like first round I won, second round he won, and then the third round he. Well, I mean, I didn't even realize that he said it himself, but like he did the misplay of wasting all his burning force on my rotting swamp, because at that time, he thought like he thought that if he had his whole defense out and then if he doesn't attack, then I wouldn't get any draws at all. Which I mean, he's right actually. That's the tactic against purple really. But then like obviously I'm prepared for that. So that's why I had 2 copies of Rotting Swamp in my deck. I deploy the Rotting Swamp and I do a suicide attack.
Yeah.
Every time he blocks and destroys, I can draw 1. And so with just 1 copy of Rotting Swamp, I drew 3 cards. And obviously he thought that this is no good. He still managed to draw cards with just that 1 copy. So that's why he chose to Burning Force my Rotting Swamp. But then he realized, like he told me at the end of the game, he should have saved the Burning Force for my Netherworld depths instead. Yeah, because like later on in that game, I deployed Netherworld depths, and that drew me a lot more than Rotting Swamp. Especially since like he also, I mean, I couldn't remember exactly the gameplay, but I mean we will have the footages later on. In I hope will be on the Raid and Trade channel. But it was something like he was also getting a little bit desperate, so like he was kind of also forced to attack a little bit, and that means I get more draws from Netherworld. And and like I mean either way, even if we chose like it was a bad period for him when I deployed Netherworld steps, because that means like whether he's desperate or not, if he attacks I get a draw as well, and he knew I have Ice Shield set, so I can somehow drag on, and and then I mean he finally got his Sturm Diner out, but I managed to finish him before that. When like that game was also it was very hilarious because and there was this one moment when I had about to go in trash. So obviously, and I still have Rotting Swamp. So the obvious strategy is you attack with the cost 4 and cost 5, like, and then like obviously they will block it, destroy. Then you can summon Battle to go, attack when destroyed, draw 1, and then attack with another cost 5. They block it, destroy, draw 1, summon Battle to go. Like keep drawing, keep drawing through that way. Like that's where the combo is used for. I think, like at least for offensive purposes. And then but there was this one moment I attacked with Mordred. It's like someone called from Bullet Ray to reserve. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot you have armor because he had Enterprise. And then like only after we finished the whole battle, and one of the judges like, wait a second, you could stand the call from Bullet Ray because Enterprise was only at level 2 because it leveled it down with suppression. And at the moment, like both of us panic, especially up there, because like, oh my god, am I getting a warning? So and then no, it's fine. Okay, just move the goal to reserve and put away in trash, and you'll be fine. Okay, like that. And obviously, I got the warning instead because like, it was supposedly my misplay because it's like it was my mandatory effect. But yeah, and then what was it? Yes, and but because of all this ruckus, I forgot to summon Battle Goal. So I thought to myself, if I miss my Maduk by that one draw, thankfully I did draw the Maduk, and then yeah, like I mean the user strategy against white was really you have Maduk, and then like I mean the best way is actually get a Camelot Knight and smash at them. Yeah, because like none of the white spirits would get as low as 2000 BP, or they're forced to waste their suppression on the Camelot Knight. Oh my god, the plus 3k on the Camelot Knight. Oh my goodness. But even by then, usually they wouldn't have a like, cause for most white controllers, the lowest BP spirit would be a level 2 X fighter, which is 5k. Yeah. So they would eat. So in that situation, they would have to use 2 suppression to actually avoid the Camelot Knight, or they have to bounce my Dream Bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like either one or two options. But like it's white, so like most of the time it's very hard for them to actually like consistently like get like the same response. So yeah, I was quicker, and I managed to finish him before his Derm Diner sniped my last life.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it was a very intense game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then okay, so during the top 4, the other one that got kicked out was the second purple control deck. Yeah, and then like I was very thankful that I'm facing a red aggro again.
Yes.
Yeah, but to be fair, facing purple was also alright. It's like, but like it obviously it would be a little bit more kind of in an awkward situation, because like when you're facing mirror match, you're more or less just like racing. In some cases, because like you're racing to see who got the first network, then who got the burning force first, you know, stuff like that. And I don't like that kind of game. And yeah, because it's like when you're trying to dodge a person, like you go to left and then he goes to his right, and like you go to right and he go to his left, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So like I was very thankful. I will be facing the 5th red aggro deck of the tournament. There was a lot of red aggro face the Palm Springs. Yeah, but yeah, and that was also a very intense game because I actually lost the first game. Yeah, because I did a misplay of just like attacking too soon without my ice shield, so like he managed to progress the game much more quickly than I could control. And I could feel the stares from Theo behind my back because Theo was the judge. Was one of the judges. Like basically all the judges were like sitting around us, like crossing their arms, like they're being like the investigators, like just sitting there just watching us. Are you doing any misplays?
Yeah.
Can I counter course? Can I make sure your side deck's a 10 card? But yeah, I could feel his stare behind me, just like thinking like, please win this so I have content for my channel.
I mean like you have went this far. I mean like I don't want you to how to say like lose because you forget to retain 1 core, and it's like no. I mean like if you have to lose it, at least lose by the battle, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but the first game I lost, and then second game you could see like the drastic change in my playstyle because I did not put my spirits there. I never attacked. I just like stood there and turned.
Yeah, the last game was really intense though.
The second game was fine actually. But like because like the second game he didn't really have that good of a hand. I think the second game he didn't manage to deploy any Nessuses. Yeah, so it was all spirits, so like it was much more easier to like kind of wipe his board. And I also got my I2 early, so like 3 attacks. And then obviously his life is down to 2, so like he had to start blocking. And so it's like it's fine, just make more attacks, you know. But what was that?
Camelot Knight is bringing a lance, right? So yeah, it's a stabbing motion. I don't have any props to I don't have any props to kind of like demonstrate what I just meant. So yeah, don't take it out of context, but yeah.
Don't worry, whenever you say that, you know it will be an out of context clip.
Oh my god.
If we get more viewers.
Yeah, hopefully. Watch more of our videos.
We very welcome you to make some out of context clips.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't get us into the jail.
Imagine.
Right? Yeah.
Or our next video will be like a day in the life in the prison in Germany. Oh my god, imagine being sent back to Indonesia because I got deported because one out of context club.
That was so awkward. But yeah, the first game and also the very last game of the day. Also probably the longest game I had in this tournament.
Mm-mm.
I actually think when we finished the first two games, is, we still had like half an hour left.
Mm-mm.
And by the time we finished, was it overtime? I think.
Not really overtime, but it's really close to overtime.
Yeah, it was like literally like 1 minute off or something like that. Yeah, so like the last game lasted for half an hour, and literally the first at least 10 minutes were just us deploy Nessus, enter, summon spirits, enter. Because the reason was that he, my opponent Mike, he deployed Canyon.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, actually, I mean, at least in this meta right now, because we don't have a lot of Nessuses.
Yeah.
Facing red, the most important Nessus to destroy is Canyon. It's not even Battlefield.
Yeah.
Because with Battlefield, you can prevent the draw by simply blocking. Yeah, but with Canyon, you have to directly destroy the Nessus to prevent them from filtering.
Yeah.
Like 2 times the speed, basically. So like he deploys Canyon. I didn't even bother summoning spirits. So
Burning Force.
Burning Force. You better count that one. That's the first time.
Atau bento.
This time I have 6 calls, so I deployed the Netherworld Dash. And obviously he went, oh shit, he can't give me values. And then that started the period of the Cold War. He summoned the spirits, and then I think, I think he had his battlefield on the on the field.
Yeah.
But like he, like, you know, with how purple works. I mean, if you look at that moment, if he attacks and like I draw one, then he took the life, he draws one.
Yeah.
I mean, technically he has the advantage because like we're both gaining one card, but he also reduced my life by 1. But then like obviously with the issue being a thing, if you're not reducing their life to 1, it's technically not a -1.
Yeah.
yeah. You're even just giving calls to them. So and then with how purple works, drawing 1 more card means leading to more combo, means leading to more card, which is not how red works.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say charge draw and star blast draw like that, but it's only like 8 cards out of
50.
Exactly. But like, you know, with how purple works, you literally like, it's designed to be like 1 card chaining to another and then another, so on. Yeah. So like it's like in some sense, giving more draws to purple is much more dangerous than giving more draws to red. Yeah. But yeah. So none of us attack. He was probably waiting for his burning force or another Canyon.
Yep.
And then so like my turn, summon the spirits, enter. His turn, summon the spirits, enter. And then he finally got his second Canyon. And next turn I burning force it.
Yes.
The second time.
Yes.
and then that was an absolute critical hit because when he finally got his burning force, I think my field presence was too much that he was forced to destroy the spirits instead of like the netherworld depths. Or something like that. So he got his burning force, but he destroyed my spirits instead. Actually, I think because I was starting to make the attacks. So since I got the ice shield early, his field is technically empty, so attack.
Smash.
Yes.
Smash.
And then he got his third Canyon, and I burning force it the third time. I'm giving him absolutely no withdrawal. So like the third game was like, it looked like it was in a stalemate, but like you could say like it was like completely on my favor. Just because I managed to get all 3 copies of my burning force. I had a 4 one in the side, but I never added that in. So there's that. So but yeah, it was a very intense game. Like it's like mentally Obviously, you're just
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
at the
yeah.
ball. What the fuck are they doing? But like you know, like probably in Mike's spring as well. It's like he would be always measuring like, is it worth to like game one, you know, when my opponent is like doing this and that and stuff like that. Yeah, so so yeah, like it was a very intense one. And I got the champion.
Yay. Yeah, I mean, like for me, even just watching, it's like, damn, it's like whoever moves first, they are going. I mean, like it's not guaranteed loss, but they are going to like the battle slightly turn against them. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. Like, I probably would be doomed if he got his burning force early, but he didn't. Yeah. I think. Yeah, this list was particularly scary as well. Actually, because when I look at this list, he had 4 burning force in the deck, or was 2 or 3, I can't remember, but it was a lot. And then he had 4 Andromeda inside, 2 Barrel Slash, and 1 Dream Bomb.
Oh my god!
It's like, how much trauma do you get from necessary? I'm so scared. Like it's good.
Yeah, that was a really intense one. It's like I almost sometimes admittedly, since it's also my first time judging, I saw Ayumu and Mike's match. It's like, damn, this is so intense. I almost forget. Okay, so and then it's like, this is what would happen if this happened. Oh yeah, right. I'm a judge. I need to look at Ayumu and make sure he didn't do anything funny behind my in front of me. Oh yeah. And then yeah, thankfully he didn't. Thankfully he's being a good boy. Mike has been a good boy, so yeah. So yeah, everyone is happy.
So you wanna share your experience as a coach?
Well, I mean, yeah, when we were starting, okay, so our head judge was like giving us a briefing, and he was like saying, being a judge should be enjoyable to you. It should be like just enjoyable to you, as if you are playing, but you are doing this from a different perspective. So yeah, I mean, like previously I did some judging for Battle Spirits as well, like in the Japanese game, but it's mostly on unofficial stuff. We don't really have like a head judge, so I kind of have to act as a head judge because it's mostly like our Discord tournaments, right? So if you guys want to play the Japanese version of Battle Spirits, our Discord server is always on the bottom. We do that once a month. It's like a private club kind of thing, so everyone is friendly. Anyway, let's not get too deep into that. But this is like my first ever judging, like officially, under like an organization, and then we have like head judge and everything. Yeah, it was kind of fun, and thankfully everyone was really friendly, and I was like, because everyone was from different European countries, so I think we have 3 judges from Italy, our head judge is from Spain, our assistant head judge is from Austria, we have another judge from Greece, and did I miss anyone? So it's 3, 1, 1, me. Damn, where did the last guy?
Right.
I mean, there should be 8, so I forgot like where the last guy came from.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. So wait, so 3 Italy, 1 Spain, 1 Austria, 1 Greece, 1 Germany. Yeah, I mean, like I'm the one who represents Germany, and then I am sorry to all the German players who are trying to ask me in German, and I ask you guys to repeat in English. I am really sorry. I will try to improve my German by the next German Grand Open, hopefully. And yeah, thank you very much, Kyobia, as our assistant head judge who covers the German side of things for us. Yeah. Yeah, but now I'm curious. So where is the last judge coming from? But anyway, it's a multicultural thing. I'm sorry that I forgot where you came from. But yeah.
Remember, it's not important.
No. But yeah, no, it's not like that. You're still important. You're part of us. You're part of the team. But anyway, yeah, it's pretty intense to try to remember everyone at once as well.
Yeah, true. Yeah, like like all my opponents, like just first of all, they were all very friendly. I'm so glad like this community exists. Like most people like are just like very friendly and like just like don't have any hard feelings. Like it's all like friendly rivalries and stuff like that. Because like And I mean, obviously, I only lost one, so like the other games, you know, I won all of them. But still, then like my opponents will like actively come to talk to me just like about like various things.
Yeah.
And like really, like sometimes maybe like they saw me using like the same color, like they would like ask me like what to do with that, like there's any advice, or like, you know, just like asking for some like kind of personal experience, stuff like that, just like chatting in general. And I mean, I add some friends on WhatsApp, on Discord, stuff like that. So like yes, it was very fun, but in the end, it was too many people. I can't remember all their names. I'm so sorry. Now I can probably recognize the faces.
Eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I can recognize your faces, but I can't remember your name.
Yeah, I understand that, because especially like even in the second day, I judged like the side events. So this is actually more my thing, because like the side events basically, I kind of acted as the tournament organizer, which I always do. I mean, like I did that for Body Fight, I did that for Vanguard, kind of. Well, it's mostly because my friend was handling Vanguard. So when he's out, then I am handling it for him. And of course BS. Yeah, so it's more kind of my kind of thing.
It's BS.
Yeah. And then like it's an on demand kind of thing, so it kept on happening. And then I think by the time of the second or third tournament side event, I was like, so they were given this, after they registered, they were given like this kind of pagers. So when they have enough players, they will just page the players, and then it will beep, and then they will need to return the pagers to the counter, and they will call a judge, and the judge will manage it for them. And then I think because I managed the first one on Saturday, and then on the second day, of course, because of the top 8, we don't have that much main table, so all the other judges were supposed to watch the side events. And then, okay, so they need to call one for the on-demand side event. Since I did that yesterday, I just go there directly at the first one. But that one I'm still called. But by the second and third one, I think it's just the pages were beeping. Okay, I am being called. I was just like a Pavlovian dog. I was like, I hear the beeping. Time to go.
I guess they were very grateful they finally get to judge the main thing for once in the final round.
Yeah, finally it's like, are you not doing anything? Let's go upstairs. Whoa. I mean, like, yeah, the venue is also really nice, because so basically we have all this like this hall, and then there's a second floor, like a second floor, and then
it was very spacious.
Yeah.
I mean, but obviously the main reason is because there weren't a lot of people. Like, cause like you gotta remember, like actually, we got exactly half the capacity.
Yeah.
Cause like it was supposed to be max 256 people.
Yeah.
But we got 128 exactly. Yeah. So I suppose like if it was max capacity, it would be so packed.
Yeah.
Even more than the London one, obviously.
Yeah. But yeah, we are looking forward to you. Hopefully next time we can hit the 256 mark, so we can see like how packed it will be. Let's go with it. Let's go get them. I mean, like, especially so basically how the tournament works. We just did the Grand Open. Players who won this Grand Open and the London one next month, they will go. They will receive an invitation. If you got in the top 32, then you will get an invitation to go to the Pro Tour in the North America. And then if you won on this Pro Tour, you can go to the World Tournament. Even I think it's in
end of December.
End of December, yeah.
Like end of December, start roughly that time. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was it the end of January?
You just check on the official site, or we will bring it up in the next episode. But anyway, also like after that, there will be another Grand Open that will lead to the European Pro Tour. And then if you want this European Pro Tour, you can also go to the same World Tournament. So yeah, we are looking forward to you guys. We need more European representation, especially if you come from Germany, North Rhine-Westphalia. I need to represent my own state.
Remember to bring body sprays.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, like, thankfully, because it was spring, it's not that bad. Thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, actually no, it will get worse because it's summer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everyone is bound to get sweaty. So yeah, bring the body sprays.
Yep. Yeah, I probably need to. I didn't this time. I think I made a mistake because because I'm from Indonesia, right? So I think our body just adapted to sweat really easily because it's hot all the time. So if we don't sweat, then we will die. Yeah, well, sweating is a mechanism for your body to cool down itself. Right?
Yeah. But I mean, I think right now it's not hot enough.
Yeah.
For you to do that.
Yeah. I think that's also like one of the painful thing, because in Germany sometimes it's hot it feels really hot, but it's not hot enough for you to sweat. So it's like, I am cooking from the inside. It's cooking. What's not cooking? The different kind of cooking. I'm burning from the inside. Please, God, no, why?
It's turning from raw to extinct.
I'm about to get congratulated, but for very wrong reasons. Well done, man. Well done.
I don't know why I found that meme so funny. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, judging is anyway very fun. It was surprisingly really rewarding, especially since my daily job requires me to constantly think, and then I think one of the only thing that I am still not used to enough is like how strict I need to be, because like one of my kind of, I don't know if you can call it a trauma, this the event that left a huge impression on me is like when in Malaysia I joined this Vanguard tournament, and then there's this one guy who just sat near his friend's table, and they were chatting, and then the judge was like, he was not close enough, so understandably he needs to speak in a louder voice. And I think even then they still kind of ignored him, so understandably he became a little bit more confrontational, and he was like really strict. So he just withdrew their badges, and he just put the warning mark on them. It's like, oh my goodness, do I have to be that strict?
Yeah. I mean, when you're in this common, it's no different.
Yeah. Well.
Actually, no. Like, I'm surprised that in this tournament there wasn't a lot of confrontation. There was only one, and like it was literally like during one round, and like, it's like the last game, because if I haven't read the clock wrong, I think the argument dragged over for like 10 minutes, something like that. And like I didn't hear what was going on. My hearing wasn't that good, but it was actually pretty hilarious. But yeah, that lasted for like 10 minutes, and then like, Amamiya was like, when does it start? It just kept refreshing, the page for like your parents. Can we please be quick? Yeah. But yeah, talking about Amamiya.
Yes, like, oh my god. I mean, like, we are planning to get him on the next episode, but basically, like, oh my god, this little kid cannot take like any bigger L than he could have taken.
He took the big L.
Yeah, he like took the biggest L in this 2 days.
The bad. Yeah. Because because like we talk about the German train.
Yeah.
And then like for us, it was already late enough. Like, I think we're supposed to be arrived at like 10 or even earlier.
Yeah, we are supposed to arrive at 8, but we reached there at around 10:20.
No, we reached at. Oh no, we reached at 10:30.
Yeah.
Because like, I remember when we reached the hotel, it was almost 11. And like literally, like the staff member messaged me saying like, cause like I did tell her that like probably we will be late. And I seen that train delays are such an occurrence. I suppose she was used to it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was, oh yeah, that's fine. We're like closing at like at most the latest 11.
Yeah.
So like I was actually very rushed because like you like when we were walking in cars, I suppose you were tired, so but you were looking at your phone and just like casually like a penguin. and then I was thinking, can you please? I didn't want to be disruptive.
Yeah.
I mean, you did bring me all the way over.
Yeah.
So like I mean I was very grateful about that. Like if you weren't there, God knows where I would end up back in Amsterdam.
Yeah, because our train back actually is routed for Amsterdam, so if we fall asleep this morning, then we will be in Amsterdam right now.
Yeah. So actually, we're going down my being gone to France. So we reached my hotel at like 5 to 10 minutes before 11. Yes, and then I'm very grateful. Like the staff member was also very friendly. But yeah, I mean we settled down, and then like Amamiya was told us he originally told us that his train got delayed so much he would arrive at like 1:45.
Yeah.
And then like I was like paying peckle inside because you know the next day we were supposed to start the tournament at 10.
Yes.
So that means we had to, like, including breakfast, and like maybe you know you gotta get there early in case you got anything wrong. So like I scheduled to wake up at like latest 8:30. Yeah, so like by the time we arrived after I took a shower, and it would be like after my hair dried because it's too long.
Yeah.
Like we were like sleep at exactly 12, roughly 8 hours sleep. Perfect.
Yes.
And then Amamiya told us, sorry, I will be arriving at 1:45. And then I share a room with Amamiya. That means I will stay up to give him the key.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay, fine. Just like I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like just you know, just chatting with the others. Like to be fair, I was very dumb because I could have slept a bit first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have slept and set the alarm at like 1:30 or something like that, and but like I was being a dumbass. But, like, by the time it was 1:30, I was like, oh, I could have done that.
Yeah.
And by the time I got ready to actually get to bed, it was 1 already. So
Oh well.
there's no point.
Yeah. Well, let's just wait.
Yeah. And then when we finally got to 1:30, he told me the train got delayed to 2:22 a.m. Oh my god! Then I finally went to sleep.
Yeah.
For like half an hour, and I woke up again. I opened this door, got him in. I was like, "There's the key. That's the bathroom." And I'm going to sleep. And I was like, yeah, sure. I just forget some of your bad lists. And and I just went to sleep. And then I was obviously very tired actually because I didn't even remember rolling on my bed. You usually have a period where you roll on your bed for like 15 minutes or so before you actually fall asleep. I didn't even remember that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So like it was very quick for me. And then the next day I woke up and Amamiya was already up like playing on his phone or something. Like he was watching all those idol memes, as in like Idol by yours. Like he was obsessed with that song. Like the worst thing when we got to the chorus and then like we get you. I actually don't know what that means about. It was about some really old mecha anime. But yeah. But anyway, and I was like, Ohio, did you get any sleep? And then he was like, no. Somehow he couldn't fall asleep. So like, I think I expect him to maybe have like 2 to 3 hours at most. I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Things happened. I mean, to be fair, listening to him, I don't think he really did any misplay during that day. Yeah. Like he really only lost that much because of luck. Yeah. So luckily the sleep didn't, like the lack of sleep, or thereafter, otherwise didn't really affect him. So like that was a good thing. Yeah. At the very least, like at least we don't have to blame the German train.
But yeah, that's
freaking Dutch Bahn.
Deutsche Bahn, yeah. But that's actually kind of proof like how big of a monster he is. It's like he lacks sleep. He kind of like he lacks. Yeah, I think because we met like the one day before, he was like kind of like he changes his whole deck.
Oh yeah, actually true. Yes. Just Amamiya was going to go for pure Star Dragon.
Yeah.
Like, I already told him you're not gonna do well against white, and he said, "Nah, it's fine. I'm just there to have fun, you know, that kind of stuff." And I mean, to be fair, I was pretty interested to see how far I could go. Yeah. That as well. But like we saw no Star Dragon in the top 8, so how that would have gone. Yeah. So like and then like Amamiya had play testing with me. Luckily we got all kinds of decks. Like I mean, he got his Star Dragon, and I got my purple control, and that was white control, and then Theo got his Fable Beast right here. So like we got all kinds of decks to practice. And I'm glad you got your favorite piece.
Yay.
Or else I wouldn't know how to deal with it.
Yes.
Seriously. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, glad I would do that.
Yeah. I'm glad I asked you beforehand. But yeah, and so like after we're done with playtesting, literally the night before we had it off, he said, "Okay, I might change to purple control instead." Yeah, and then he changed to the backless Curse Dragon version. I already told him it's not really that effective.
Yeah.
Like he's fine with it, so I mean I'm not gonna say anything. He did well. He did well. So yeah, so like actually no, he was deciding between favorite beast and the purple control.
Yeah.
Like, I told him like with your variant, favorite beast would be better. But like he at the end he chose purple control because like same as me, he thought that like he has a lot of outs. Yeah, he has a lot of responses, so like it'll be like a very fitting deck for like a tournament setting. So yeah, that's what we did. So yeah, 2 purple control enter the scene. But at the end he got 33rd.
Yeah, it's like the biggest L that the Sky was like, no, Amamiya, you should play, you cannot be happy today.
You shouldn't be happy in this weekend. This is unhappy weekend of the month.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it was actually so hilarious. Because 2 days ago, like met some new friends. I'm trying to remember the name. Christian. And Patrick.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I managed to remember. So
you're improving.
Yeah, and like I actually didn't remember the names, but I managed to search out their names from the ranking because I remember very clearly about what their ranking was. because I had dinner with Amamiya and the 2 of them. Yeah. And then Christian told me it just so happened that Christian himself got 17th place. Amamiya 33rd place. And Patrick got 65th place. And I was like, oh my god. I feel so bad for them. But I mean, especially for Christian, he did very well. Yeah. Considering it was his 2nd week of playing the game, and that was his first official tournament. You know, with Saga. Yeah. So like he got 17th place. That is amazing. Yeah. So. Good job for you, Christian. Yeah, if you're watching this, go to subscribe. Yeah.
And especially I think he is also playing like a variant of purple control as well, right? Which is highly technical.
Yeah. He was also playing the Curse Dragon variant. If I wasn't wrong. Yeah. So he basically stuck to me after he saw I was playing, cause actually I don't think I faced him well. What happened? Right, yes, actually no, I can't. I'm not now because it was before the first round and we were just chilling at the tables. Amamiya was just like flexing out his strike freedom deck.
Of course.
And then Christian and Patrick walked past and we just kind of started talking. Oh, that looks very interesting. That kind of stuff. Like if you don't know how to start a conversation in like a Saga tournament, just pull out your Japanese decks.
Yeah, exactly.
You get conversation soon.
Yeah. That's actually how I bonded with my roommate, because as judges we got accommodations, but we have to share the room with other judges, and then that's how I bonded with my roommate. I just took out my Isis deck. So, do you like girls?
There was some girls.
Yeah. I mean, like you like how the combo in Saga works. So this is like that, but 20 times more broken.
Yeah. So like we got a few chats just from Amamiya, just like playing, just like shadow playing his stereo and strike freedom. Yeah. And and then Christian realized that I also play purple. So at the end of each round, he's like start talking to me more about how I was doing, like how was my list, like stuff like that. And then like and of course there was Amamiya just doing, oh, you know, you can do this, you can do that, and like with purple, oh, you can like, you know, constructing fairly strong. and you gotta remember, it also mixed in like some Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, I can't completely replicate that. It was very fluid Japanese. I love it.
Yeah.
And then at some point, he's even more passionate to talk about how broken the Japanese game was. And he's like, oh, you know, we got burst and then we got Evans and then purple fairly broken.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, we got purple white.
Yeah.
And so I never, you know, stuff like that. Oh, Griffin, oh, so broken.
Yeah.
So, we love Amamiya.
Yeah. Yeah, here's our little bundle of energy.
Yeah.
That's why it's really hard to bring him out in videos. It's like, okay, Amamiya, stay still.
No, if it's here, if it's sitting beside, it's the Amamiya talk. Even the refresh step is gonna be the Amamiya talk.
Yeah, it's the attack step.
Yeah, and then you're talking in double.
Yeah. I mean like the podcast with Amamiya right here will be exactly like playing with Amamiya. He will just use some kind of blue card and skip our main step. So it's like, okay, so welcome to the refresh step, and then it's like, it's now the attack step.
I'm Zeus. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
Yeah, that's always. I mean, like even when he's playing BS, it's always like aiming like, okay, so this will only work in the late game, but I can get like 5 extra turns after this. It's like,
He just loves the combo.
Yeah.
He just loves the combo. Yeah. Yeah.
like why are you making this? It's cool. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah.
That was kind of it.
Yeah, and man, like we have thankfully after that we also visited like that nice restaurant as well, and the lady was really nice.
I read to can't remember it.
Yeah.
I can't remember the dish name already.
Yeah. It's it's Rinderuladen.
Rinderuladen.
Yeah, genau. So yeah, and then mine was a little bit out of how to say, like, expectation, because they said Schweinebraten, so it's roasted pork, so I thought it would be like just roasted pork, and then they would give it
I think
sauce.
also pork belly is best, especially when I look at the images.
Yeah.
But like it's like I mean, it was different than expected, because they basically only chose the
fatty part.
The least fatty part. Yeah. Because like it was obviously all meat. Which, I mean, in some sense, it was very kind of them, because considering that price, it's not just all fats.
Yeah.
But then again, like, I want the skin and the fat.
Yes.
That's the point of pork belly.
Yes. But the biggest surprise is like basically like they have like the spatula, so there's like a German pasta, German noodles. Sheldon called them pasta. I'm sorry, my Italian friends, because one of the judges is an Italian, and he used to be a chef, so I don't want to anger him. I want to. We were in a pretty good terms, so I still want to. Matteo, I want to stay in good. How to say terms with you.
We're still gonna get canceled.
No. But then the spatula was really good. It's like, wow. this just noodles. It's like, wow. I feel like eating like just like the scallion noodles, like back there in Asia. It's like, when like not scallion noodles, we have like something that is basically just noodles, fish sauce, and salt and pepper. Yeah.
No. Oh yes, I had that.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So like the simple but really good.
It's been so long ago.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah. Anyway, now that we have gotten the foot out of it as well, thank you everyone for listening for today. If you would like to speak with us further, or if you guys have any questions, whether it's to Ayumu, I don't know why you want to ask me, or you want to ask both of us about anything, about Saga, about TCG, about life in general, you can always send all of them to our email at therefreshsteppodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I guess that's been everything from us for today. So we hope that you guys have a nice week going forward, and we'll see you all in the next turn. Bye bye.